All right. The meeting is being live streamed. I consent to being live streamed. Okay, here we go.
And there we are.
Really that fast?
Yeah.
Oh, there should be a little bit of a delay.
Well, we do have the delay, but we are there.
Yeah. Okay, great. Hi, everybody. Hi, nobody. All right. Hello, nobody. So I think it will. So you don't have any sound on the Facebook page so that you don't hear the delay, right?
Correct. I will not hear anything that comes out of my computer other than you. The only audio I have turned on is Zoom.
That's so sweet. There's two people. Three. I'm going to say, look at that. 300 people on our call already. Amazing. We haven't even started yet. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes, everybody. I'm Harris Fellman. This is, I'm watching myself in delay. So I see you react to something I said 7 seconds ago. I'm Harris Fellman, the founder of T4Me, dressed incredibly well because I'm a founder. And Ross Goldberg, we had to discuss if we were going to put marketing expert or digital marketing expert. He just wanted marketing expert. So that's Ross. I think he has more hair than I do. Based on
For now.
It looks like you have a little hair on the top.
It's just in that weird space where I got to let it grow a little further to shave it off and then shave it off. You know what I mean? Shave it with clippers and then shave it with a razor.
Got a little hangers on up there. I do. Yeah. I mean, mine are there, but you would never see them. But my barber sees them. So we're gonna get started. I don't know if I can see. So I can't see how many people there are unless I'm on the Facebook Live page, which I won't be going to. But right now there are 600 people watching. There was 700 just a second ago, and all 100 dropped off at the same time. It's amazing. So anyway, in my build, I live in Spain, Barcelona, and on the, here, the businesses are all on the ground floor, and then like a lot of people will live in buildings, above it, which I do. And I'm literally directly beneath me, 3 floors down, is a barber shop. And the guy is like a very meticulous, professional shave with a straight edge, and it feels very old-timey, but he's very he gets a microscope out and gets rid of a hair there, and he's got some, he sees it all up here, and but it's 27.50, which is euros, which is even more in US, but I think in euros now. So I'm like, a friend of mine was like, hey, in this neighborhood, in this other neighborhood, I don't know what, quarter of a mile from me. I had to convert from kilometers to miles in my head. Quarter of a mile from me. They were like, oh, that's $6 there. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go find that place. And so I go to that neighborhood and try to find a place. And pretty much I go to a really nice place called Loyalty in English. It was called Loyalty. And I'm like, oh, okay, this would be cool. So they take better care of me than this guy. Like they put they shave. They don't have the straight edge. They do the bzzz on zero, and that's called a electric razor. That's what the bzzz is on zero. This is what happens when you get older. You don't remember the words right away.
We just make the noises and hope everyone understands.
Yeah, I noticed when I was like 42, words started to like not come to me as quickly, and now it's years of that, so I just make sounds. So they put the he's like, hey, lean back, we'll put a hot towel on your face. They put like super luxury at Loyalty, and instead of 27.50, it was 25. It saved anything. I thought I was like trying to save a bunch of money, but I did get kind of a nicer experience. But I'm in a conserving money mode right now because my daughter's going to university soon. And I would rather spend $10 to shave my head, because it's pretty much, I'm lazy. It's not that I'm lazy. I like to feel good once in a while and get it like pristine, right? If I'm going to be performing or going to something important, something like that. So I perform every week, but I don't do that. So how many people do we have now? We have 700 people watching us. So we're going to get started in 1 minute. We're going to start with, this is, again, I'm Harris Fellman. trafficforme.com's founder. And this guy here, for me, am I pointing at him now?
I'm all, you got to point up. On
For
my
you, it's
screen, I'm
pointing
above
up.
you.
So this guy, this other guy here, this other is Ross Goldberg. He's our, I mean, if we were big enough to have a CMO, he would be our CMO, but he's our only marketing person. So he's the vice president of marketing. He's the CMO.
It can be whatever you want me to be.
He's my marketing bitch, whatever we want to say. He's like, no, not that. I will kick your ass, Harris.
No,
anyway,
you're too far.
You
don't come to Florida often enough.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like we're ready to get started. We were. I'm gonna have to.
I said it was going to be good.
I'm gonna laser the
then
dog.
Came
Where's
the
that
dog. Get her.
All right. It's all right. Do you want to try, or just not? So you know what's great about modern day now? Everybody's working from home anyway, so nobody gives a crap, to be honest with you. As long as my dog doesn't hear your dog and start barking, and the whole neighborhood starts barking.
Well, I'll warn everybody. So whoever those that showed up, the 8 of you that are here on time,
800 of you that are here on time.
My baby dog is badly behaved. She's about a year old and does not like when dad talks to anyone that isn't her. So when that happens, she starts throwing one of her bones at my feet. So my mom just snuck in and tried to grab her.
Your mom's young. I thought that was going to be, that would have been your wife, but I know that it's not your wife. But I thought, I thought somebody was in your house that we didn't want to tell your wife about, basically.
No, my mom moved back in, it's been a little while. I don't remember the exact date. I had to go up to Wisconsin, get her, and then drive her back here. Anyway.
All right. Well, it is time. It is past time. We are 1 minute past time. And unfortunately, I asked my landlord here if I could do the $100,000 worth of fireworks that I wanted to do, Ross, but they said I couldn't do the fireworks. But I do have.
Ain't that a shame?
I do have this party popper here for everybody. Woo! Let the show begin. It's a show now. We're gonna do a show. Let's do this too. Woo! Yeah. All right.
And Harris is gone.
Where did I go? Where am I? All right. Anyway, just to have a little bit of fun there at first, and also more for me because now there's a whole bunch of smoke up there. My laser looks really cool. Look at that.
It really does, though. It looks like a lightsaber, not a laser.
Yeah, right. I could. Oh, my arm falls off. That'd be great. I don't have the CGI for that. All right, so we've got a bunch. I've got a bunch of stuff that we're gonna do, so we probably won't screw around too much. Since I'm also a magician, I wanted to do a magic trick. Is that okay? You think I should do that, or should we just get into it? I'd say we do a magic trick, right?
I think we should do a magic trick.
I want everybody that is actually everybody that's listening. I want you to do this. Maybe you've done it before, Ross. Maybe you haven't. Okay, you're gonna do it. Everybody that's there is gonna do it. I want everybody to think of a number bigger than the number 1 up to 10. So 2 through 10. Any number from 2 to 10. Got it? Don't say it out loud. Everybody else, you can say it out loud. I won't be able to hear you. And then I want you to multiply that number times 9. We'll see how good your schooling was. Multiply that number times 9. And then it should be a 2-digit number now if you follow the instructions. Add those 2 numbers together. You get a new number. And let's subtract by 5. Okay, so now you have a new number now, right? Now that number, we're going to turn into a letter based on the order of the American alphabet. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and so on. So whatever number you have, you now have a letter. I'd like you to think of either a country in Europe or a state in the United States, either one in case your geography doesn't go that far. So either a state in the United States or a country in Europe, and you have it now. And now the second letter of that geographical location, think of an animal. Have you ever done this before, Ross?
No.
Okay.
I have not.
Now think of a color of that animal. What's the color? Don't say the color of that animal, but if everybody follow these instructions, I believe your animal is gray.
Yes.
I think everybody's should be gray. In fact, it should be a gray
Nice.
elephant. And check this out. Can you read that? These cards that were in my hand?
Oh, wow. That's cool.
That's not even the magic trick. That's something everybody can do. If you just follow that right there and tell somebody to do that. There's a song by Bryan Adams. In the video of the song, he puts all those instructions in it from like 20 years ago. And it's kind of like a little hidden thing for magicians. All right, well, inside this box, amazing. I have a deck of cards. You can see they're all different. Nobody cares about this, but this. Look, I'm doing my passion. You guys can do yours. All right. If you have a Facebook Live. So Ross, I'm gonna slowly turn the cards over, and you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Put this one down or keep it here.
Keep it.
Keep it. Okay. So your card is this one here. And you can see all the cards are different there. I don't know if you can read that or not. You probably can't read it, right?
Yeah, because it's the camera's focused on you. That is foggy and impossible
It
to read.
says every time you open a deck of these playing cards, you are handling 920 years of expertise, which doesn't sound true. And yet you managed to pick the card in the picture below.
I actually did.
There you go. Magic. I'm a magician. I'm a marketing magician. That's what I should bill myself.
Well,
as,
and
right?
now we can get into the marketing. We've done the magic.
Now we've done the magic. We will get into the marketing. Let me hit. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to. No, that's not going to work. Oh yeah, it might work. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen. This one. Share. You're going to see me like that. And I need to find my keynote. Boom. How do we look? How are we looking?
Perfect.
All right.
Your mouse pointer disappeared again. Just to mention.
I don't think I need it. I think I can just.
I don't think you do either.
That. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, so this is going to be trafficforme.com's Ask Me Anything. How many people do we have on the call now?
1,200.
1,200. That's 50% more than we had at the very start. If you guys missed the magic trick, too bad. I'm not going to do another one. I might do something at the end, but I'm sure that's not why you're going to keep on. I think you're going to find this content super valuable for you. If you're one of our customers or thinking about being one of our customers, you probably, I'd say 90% of our customers have a business opportunity or a make money online type of website. And all of our customers have a website that they want to make money with, but some of them actually teach people also how to make money. So I'm gonna go at about this speed. I'm gonna go pretty fast because we have a lot of content to cover, and you guys can put some comments in there, and we have a 10-15 second delay before we can even see the comments. So it's not, so don't think we're ignoring you. And also we want to get through all these slides, so we might just say, hey, we'll answer that later, or just put a support ticket in, because to be honest with you, all this stuff, a lot of the stuff that we're going to cover, you could just ask our support team for free and they'll get into it. But I'm going to go deep dive on some stuff that our support team doesn't know. I mean, to be honest with you. So who am I? I'm the founder of Traffic for Me. Why should you listen to me? I have been doing online marketing for half my life, more than half my life. I'm just realizing now. And I'm old. Look at me. I got grays here, and So my life goal is to live life to the fullest and inspire other people to do the same. A lot of people say that they get into internet marketing so that they have the freedom to live anywhere they want, do anything they want, be with whoever they want, and I do. Not in an asshole way, but I don't just do whatever I want. But I'm able to do almost everything I want, and I don't make a ton of money. I make a good living, and I do it all from the comfort of this little room. And all of the people that work for me also are in the comfort of their rooms, and all of our customers are, and all of our publishers are. We do have some customers that are at a company, but even nowadays, everybody's just anyway working from home.
From home for everyone,
even the medium-sized companies. So hopefully you know, and I mentioned earlier that I live in Spain. I live in Barcelona, Spain. I lived in Costa Rica for a while. If you have questions about that, feel free to email me and I can tell you a little bit about the navigation of that. I'm not going to cover that on this call. This is going to be about trafficforme.com, your website, and all that. So I'm going to get right into it if that's okay with everybody. Oh, wait, you know what? We should go back here. I don't have a pretty picture of Ross, but why should you listen to Ross? Who the hell are you?
Well, I've been doing online marketing stuff for about 15 years and pioneered a lot of the stuff that a lot of companies just do every day now. So not by myself necessarily, with others, but I've been around from the beginning of social media, done all kinds of interesting and cool things, and I've helped thousands of people. Best-selling author. Yeah, I like to cause trouble and help people market stuff. I like to, generally, my goal is to help people stand out because the world is becoming really me too. And it's really affecting a lot of business people. So you have to be more than me too. It's not enough to just say what the last guy said. You really need to stand out.
Definitely don't want to be me too nowadays. That's for sure.
It doesn't work. So,
or the other me too that a lot of people might hear when we say me too. But anyway,
I didn't even think about that.
We definitely don't want to do that, guys.
No,
so
jail is bad.
Also, what Ross does for us is he runs all of our media, which is mostly buying Facebook ads and buying Google ads. He does that for other companies as well. And I think his activities last year were responsible for over $500,000 in sales just for us. So, you know, he knows what he's doing with Facebook, with Google. He knows how to make money online himself, and he's had and taught people how to do that as well.
That was so much better than what I said. Thank you.
Well, you know, comes from the heart. Oh, or the microphone. It's right there. Okay,
Either
we go. So the first person asked, and this is Jay. He asked, can you promote internet marketing with a link under MMO or just under internet marketing? First of all, you can do whatever you want. I mean, really, if you want to try promoting an insurance offer to our, you know, Forex list, you can. We'll tell you it's not a good idea and it probably won't work, but you know, you never know with stuff that like maybe a demographic maybe this demographic somehow magically matches that demographic. Now, most of our customers are in MMO, which is make money online, business opportunity seeker, network marketing type of offers. These all actually mean something different to me, mean something different to Ross. They might not mean something different to everybody, or they might even mean something a little different to other people. And so this person asked, can they promote an internet marketing offer? So the problem with internet marketing offers is that's not really just one category. You know, so an internet marketing offer might be somebody who teaches SEO. It might be somebody that teaches social media marketing. You know, it might be somebody that teaches e-commerce marketing, or you know, how to make money, how to send traffic to your Amazon page. You know, so internet marketing it's challenging in that way because there's really not an all things are covered by internet marketing lists. Like the better lists in internet marketing are niched to some of those categories that I just mentioned.
A subset of one type or another.
Right. So our internet marketing list is really it is the more general internet marketing, and it Venn diagrams with the MMO. Like, so an MMO offer will work well with our internet marketing list. An internet marketing offer should start on the internet marketing lists. And then if they do well, then you can, I understand probably part of the question is that the MMO traffic, the BizOp traffic is less expensive. We put it on sale all the time. In fact, right now, I forgot. If you're watching this in February 2022, we're doing an inflation buster sale, and our traffic is low. It's the lowest price sale that we've ever had. We went below 50 cents for this. So we really just want to. I mean, look, it's obviously it's a marketing hook to say it's an inflation buster, but at the same time, you know, people are starting to get slapped in the face with, you know, prices being more expensive. We thought it'd be fun to make it easier to buy and make it less expensive. especially since you can use our money to make money. So anyway, reading what I wrote, the traffic is very similar. And then, yeah, the most important thing is we have a really good support team. You send us the landing page and we'll tell you no, or we'll tell you, yeah, it should be fine. We will tell you. If you send us a landing page that we don't think is going to work for the traffic that you bought, we won't take it. We want it to succeed. We don't want you, we don't want you feeling like you want to be in dispute with us about something. So we try to, which anywhere else that you go, I guess I can't say anywhere else that you go. Actually, I think I can. Anywhere else that you go to buy solo ads, they're just going to take your link and say, okay, let me see how it does, and then worry about it later. And we don't really do that. So next question. Oops, I think I jumped ahead. Can I promote health offers? Yeah, we do have a health and wellness list. Only one. We used to have a couple, but now we have. So can I purchase traffic for ClickBank offers such as health and wellness products? Yes. And it might do okay, but health traffic is more expensive. So and I wouldn't, I guess this actually, I didn't realize this question has another question in it, which is, can I purchase traffic for ClickBank offers, period. I'm not a fan of sending the traffic straight to a ClickBank offer. And in fact, our support team will tell you that as well. It's much better to, and this is not just our traffic, but any email traffic you buy, any solo ad traffic, any good solo ad traffic, it should be sent to a landing page. And then after the landing page, after they opt in, you present them with the ClickBank offer and you'll make some of your money back, but then you're building a list of people interested in the health and wellness product or what have you. And then guess what you can do? You can email them again and again and again and again. So now that said, yeah,
there's really solid logic behind that as well. I mean, if you're going to pay for traffic, do you want to send it to one page where you get to convince them to give you an email address, or send them to a page to give you money? The immediate need may be money, but if you put them on an email list, like Harris said, you get to contact them over and over again. And the simple truth is, again, the internet doesn't work like it used to, where maybe before you could throw something cool in front of cool people and they just give money. But again, you kind of got to stand out a little bit here. So you can take that opportunity with your emails and get to know the people a little bit, let them get to know you. And then the likelihood of them buying the thing when you put it in front of them, it goes way, way up. So you then get to build a loyal customer and make money off of them over and over again, instead of just that one shot by sending them straight to a ClickBank offer, which again, as Harris said, is unlikely to convert anyways.
Yeah, I mean, no, it'll convert, but it'll convert lower than it won't give you a positive ROI. It likely will not give you a positive ROI. And in fact, even if you do it the way we're talking about, it's going to take you a month, 2 months to recoup your ad spend. And something on the flip side of that too, there are some people, in fact, probably more than half of the people come to us to build a list and they don't put anything on the thank you page, because so that's a huge mistake, because there's only one time in the life cycle of that person that that 100% of them, and it's really not even 100%, are going to see something. And that's right after they opted in, because now once they've opted in, only 20, 30, 40% of them are going to open any given email. And then only a certain percentage are going to click on that email. Like it's just a numbers game after that. But, so it's, I don't know. So the thing that we're outlining that's super important is landing page and then an offer right after it. And I mean, I literally, like that, I had to learn that lesson. I'll talk to you about that when I get to it. All right, well, T4Me, oh wait, we must have missed one.
We did. There was a crypto.
Oh, okay. So can I promote crypto offers? So we do have crypto traffic as well. So we have two types of crypto traffic. We have crypto opportunity traffic and we have crypto investor traffic. So they're a little different. So now we had never heard of this exact question, which is, but we haven't heard of most crypto related things. But like this person asks, the new hyperverse is coming up with a marketing system soon, question mark. I mean, he must know, I don't.
Right?
And we're not allowed any websites or marketing funnels of our own. So I hate this about some offers, some network marketing offers. perhaps crypto offers. You can't create your own marketing around it. Now, that's different than you can't build your own landing page and then send it to there. So, but that's going to mean you're going to have to do a large amount of work to get them to know you, get them to trust the offer, because these offers from MLM companies, from network marketing companies, from crypto, they are not designed to convert. They are designed to get to sell people that are already sold. So you have to do the job of pre-selling them. In fact, the reason that they don't want you to put up any marketing funnel is because their legal department doesn't want you to put up a marketing funnel. So that means their page is super compliant with the law, which is great. That's what you want. But then you want to still say, hey, I've got a great opportunity. Don't put their name anywhere, don't break your rules with them, but talk about you. So this is Paulette. So Paulette, you can tell them about you and why you got interested in crypto, and you've got something to tell them about, and you do that. You can even do that and then send them to the Hyperverse page as right away if you want to, or you can build your own PDF of some sort that even pre-sells them even more, and they're going to download that on the next page, and maybe they're going to pay you $20 to download it, but that it's you talking about crypto in general, not talking about Hyperverse. Now that said, so I didn't know that we were going to go there with this. I kind of put some of these questions up and we didn't think them all the way through. But the other thing is that we did look at this, and I don't remember, Ross, you looked at it a bit.
I remember it. I remember. Let me take over. So Harris and I actually spent a little time with this because we were very curious. I mean, these crypto offers, Harris and I still look at opportunities every now and then. I mean, we've been doing this a long time, and if something's really cool, there's a chance we could want to hop on. So we looked. And the first red flag was that Hyperverse used to be called Hyperfund.
And that was with a D, Hyperfund.
Yes, Hyperfund,
yeah,
with a D. And
not the disco down the block Hyperfund, but Hyperfund.
Generally, when you have a company that rebrands, that's a really bad sign.
In crypto.
Especially not only in crypto, but in network marketing as well. So it's a double bad sign. Yeah. Generally, when the name is changed, it's because there's something negative associated with the old one. Very rarely it will be a branding opportunity. Companies make decisions for reasons that companies make decisions, but it is definitely a red flag. So Paulette, I would really strongly, I mean, just throw on that skeptic. Yeah, throw on that skeptic's hat until you see their new marketing system. And if it's wonderful, by all means, go all in as much as you are comfortable. But
we saw some stuff. We saw some stuff about Hyperfund. I would say it's not as bad. Like, go look up something called OneCoin.
Oh goodness,
there was a ton of red flags on OneCoin. We wouldn't even accept OneCoin promotional offer. Like, advertisers would come to us and they'd want to advertise it, and we were like, no, this just is too obviously a scam. And it was a very, people are getting arrested, and it was a large, $1 billion scam. I am not saying that about Hyperverse. And in fact, with the level of due diligence that we've done on it right now, we don't have a marketing funnel to judge. We don't know what they're saying on it and what have you. So I presume it's probably not all the way to that bad, but I would have red flags about it myself if I were you, Paulette P. All right. So health promotion, health offer, and then
we did health offer, and then here we go.
Okay, would someone accept using someone's swipe file? By the way, let's pause for 1 second. Is anybody commenting, or are we good?
I haven't seen anything, and I've been watching.
Do we still have 1,200 people?
2,100 people. So what we're, by the way, guys, we have 20 people. we're just throwing 100 on there to make ourselves feel better. Yeah. So
2,000. We have 2,000 people.
Yes, 2,000. We have 2,000 people. Yay!
Woo-hoo, exactly. Anyway,
go us.
20 people. Okay. So would we ever accept using someone's swipe file? So first of all, in every market except the MMO BizOp, we do take swipe. They do take swipe files. So a swipe file is the email that goes out, for those of you that don't know. So we do have some publishers that will do it. They want it to be a $5,000 minimum, because the way that this industry works, and don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't even hate the game. Know how to play the game. And the way it works is these guys have huge lists. The publishers that so we're middlemen. Traffic for Me is middlemen. Traffic for Me are middlemen. And we, look, I'm praying, Ross. We have great relationships with publishers that we've been with for years, and we have great relationships with advertisers, like a lot of the people that are listening in right now, hopefully. And maybe there's a publisher listening in, I don't know. And then some people are both. We do have, there's plenty of people that an advertiser becomes a publisher because their list grew so big. They're like, hey, can I resell my traffic through you guys? And we're like, well, let's test it and see how it does. And so anyway, but the trouble is they have the capability of sending, say, 10,000 visitors a day. So not everybody's buying 10,000 visitors. So the way it works is if you buy 500 visitors from us, they're sending a swipe file of their own that is relatively generic towards the idea of what your offer is, making money online, or like we said before, maybe internet marketing, maybe traffic, but it's still pretty general, so that when they've delivered your 500 or over delivery of, whatever they do, 550, then they don't push a button. They already preset that once it hits 500 or 550, it goes to
your link out.
The next guy. So that's the God's honest truth. And if anybody tells you any different, they're lying to you. If any solo ad seller out there tells you any different, they're not using your swipe file. A lot of them will say they will, and they won't, especially for 200 clicks, 50 clicks, 100 clicks. Maybe for 500, some guys might be small enough that they can do 500 or 1,000. Our guys really need it to be a $5,000 minimum, and then they're not going to guarantee that you're going to get 10,000 clicks from that because it's your swipe file. They might have, we as middlemen will help advise that your swipe file is going to be too limiting. It's going to suck. We'll tell you, we don't think you're going to get, but if people know what they're doing, and you might not want 10,000 clicks. You might rather have 5,000 well filtered, what's the word I'm looking for? But anyway, where you kind of pre-frame them mentally and demographically, so that you're getting the right people showing up rather than just anybody showing up. And then, so that said, what you want to do is know the game. You're going to spend 50 cents a click right now, 49 cents a click on sale right now, and you're going to spend $100 to get 200 clicks, and when they get to your website, that's when you do those things that you wanted to do, or you want to get them all to opt in, and then on the next page, that thank you page, it just depends on how your funnel set up. But you don't have, you just have to accept that you don't have control over the swipe file with this type of traffic, or it would be a lot more expensive. Next question. It's another swipe question. It says, I used to be able to create my own swipe. Yeah, we used to have the option. Sorry, Sherry. Should I just call everybody they, since I really shouldn't make assumptions anymore? But for some reason, I'm told that the publisher is using their swipe on marketing material. It's heartbreaking to invest this kind of funds and not see a return. What do you suggest? Learn the game. I don't know what. Yeah.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, I would assume this is someone who didn't buy from us. So,
well, she says she used to be able to create her own swipe.
Well, then maybe it was us.
Yeah. I'd have to look.
And maybe they're not aware. If you see no return, generally, you should let us know, because our goal is not to send a bunch of traffic and have you get no leads. I mean, if that happened, because we have people who will look at.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't getting that part. Saying it's heartbreaking to invest this kind of fund and not see a return. There's no.
We don't make promises about return, but we do expect you to get a certain amount of new leads if you are sending our traffic to a landing page, because we specifically have one of the executives in the company generally looks at every landing page. So, and then he picks which list it's going to go to. Which
list?
Yeah, which publisher we feel is going to generate the best response for you. That's one of the reasons that we're a viable source of traffic. It allows us to do things the way that we do. We are almost unique when it comes to email traffic because our company is different. So we try to ensure, I mean, we would have told you, you're probably not going to get anything from this. And then if you come back to us and say, I still want to run this test. An example would be I ran a test of running some of our traffic to an offer. And guess what? It failed. But I was warned 3 times, and I do the marketing for this company. So when they said it's probably not going to go well, I said, well, my partner is insisting we try this. I have to run this. So they let me run it.
Was
and
it a webinar?
It was not a webinar. It was a launch, and it
Okay.
failed. And I knew it was going to as well. But I had a partner, and the partner wanted to pay for it, and the partner wanted to test the offer. I said, okay.
Look, it's, you know, and I think something you learn if you've been around long enough, almost everything is worth testing, even if somebody says don't. And in fact, we have experienced that where we're like, hey, we really don't recommend doing this. And they're like, look, let me just test. And it does well. And we're like, okay, great, incredible, you know. So the other thing I was going to say about Sherry is, you know, again, just know this is what the game is, and move whatever you felt like you were benefiting from giving your own swipe, move that to your landing page. Like move whatever what you think you were doing to your landing page, presuming you have control of that, because our guys will send you people that are looking for opportunities. You know, that's pretty much what they do. And then it's your job from there on out to get the leads that you want. If you want, and look, we have clients. I just showed Ross today that literally have like nothing on their landing page. It's literally verify that you have a pulse. I know it says verify you're not a robot. Great. The final step is to give us your email address. That's it. That's their whole thing. And then we have people that have, you know, longer a video, a 1 or 2 minute video, which 2 minutes gets to be a little bit too long for a landing page, and we'll tell somebody that. But you know, but you might want to filter people. You might want to ask for name, email, phone number, something else. But if you ask for any more than name, no, I'm sorry, if you ask for any more than email, the percentage of people that opt in is going to go down by a little bit. Name, email, it's going to go down by 4 or 5%. Name, email, phone number, it's going to go down by 15, 20%, you know. Add something else, and now you're going to go from something that would have been a 40% opt-in to something that's going to be a 20% opt-in. Yes. Well, if you're not careful, 7. But you might want that. You might only want people that are willing to fill out all this info. So,
well, and that's the 2 sides of the coin, and that's where the marketer side of this stuff comes in. Are you qualifying people, or are you turning away good leads? And you have to test. That's right. That's the name of the game.
So we're right at just about a half hour, which is good. And we'll try to get through some of this a little bit faster. I just want to point out what time that it's been a half hour. We originally thought we would just do this whole thing in a half hour and we'd be done. And we could do that, and then we could come back next week and answer another 8 questions, and then we come back next week and like we've already got the questions in here, but we figure it's better just we'll go through it now. If you asked a question and you haven't seen the answer, we're going to answer all the questions that got sent in up until yesterday. If you sent something in today, I didn't see it. So if you, oh, am I still there? Yeah, I thought I pulled my earphone out. Anyway, Tiro asks, when will my traffic start? Not only did it already start, but it's already finished. So that's true. But for everyone else, it usually starts within, we say 48 hours. We say 2 days from when you, after you've paid, which is the first thing you need to do. You need to, and after that, I have this in the wrong order. If it's your first time order, we do validate you. So you need to make sure you have some form of ID in there, because we used to have a lot of fraud. People would come in with somebody else's credit card, or you know, they buy credit cards on the black market or something, and they would buy traffic, and then you know, we end up having to hold the bag when that happens. So the way Visa, MasterCard works is they're like, well, you're the one dealing with the customer. You better find a way to make sure that they're really who they say they are. So we ask for a photo ID. We do a little bit more than that. I won't get into everything. We don't do like a full-on background check to make sure, you know, we don't care about that, but we do some things to make sure you're really who you say you are, because like, you know, people, pretty easy to create a graphic of a fake ID as well, you know, so we ain't that dumb. All right, we got some stuff. But anyway, so once we validate you, that can happen very quickly if you've already got the photo ID in, if you follow the instructions from the gate. And then actually, after you make a second order and a third order, you don't have to go through that process. We already know you. So anyway, and then it's 24 to 48 hours after we get your link. Once we hit the go button, and it can literally be the same day of that. So that's when. Speaking of buying traffic from us, did I mention that we have our inflation buster sale going on right now? For the first time ever, we're selling clicks for less than 50 cents. It's a lie. We actually did one time for like 3 days. We sold it, but this whole month we're selling for 49 cents a click, no matter how many, no matter what size campaign you buy from us. Oh, my mouse is not working, so I'm just going to point with my finger. Up top, that's what our page looks like. Up at the very top of it, you see it says Inflation Buster Sale. I've made it bigger so you can see it. So you can either click on that order now when you're inside of trafficforme.com. And I'm not going to do this every time, every 5 minutes or anything like that. I'm just going to mention it now. Click on order now, or you select BizOp, crypto opportunity, or MMO traffic, and you click on the Inflation Buster Sale. And then from there, oh, and also I wanted to point out too, in the bottom right corner of our page, there's always a little chat box there. And you can talk live, I don't know, 12, 13 hours a day. We try to cover the live chat with, mostly US time zone, plus, I don't know, a few hours on each side of it. So, and if you have any questions, and that's also your way to get to my partner, Paul, who runs the company, the executive that Ross was talking about, that looks at every new offer that comes in to make sure that it's the right fit. And then, there are some nuances between the different BizOp and MMO traffic. So he knows which list specifically might do better for this kind of offer that you have. There is a variety, and we, try to know what's best. And this is something also very different than what you'll experience anywhere else, with either dealing directly with one person. They're going to say, yeah, your offer is going to be perfect for me. And then also, dealing with other companies like ours, most of them, they don't go through this type of process. So I'm trying not to name names because I don't want to send you to our competition, or, but there are, solo ad marketplaces out there that have, it's a little buyer beware. It might be less expensive than us, but it's more expensive because you're going to waste your money more than half of the time, and you need to take that into consideration. That's part of what you're doing. So good. So there's not going to be a lot of questions for you in these two. So what's the minimum budget to start? Julie asked, several of my beginner clients are on tight budgets. Can they profitably do solo ads? Again, if you're teaching what we've been talking about, which is build a list, sell something on the thank you page, and then use the list to build relationships, give them good free content, and sell them stuff, then yeah. But you need to tell them they need to be in for a few months. It's not gonna, and the numbers don't work as well on small scale, because usually, although right now we do have a sale where everything is 49 cents, usually a 200 click order with us, you can go on these solo ad markets and you can find 50 click orders, okay? But you don't know, it's flip a coin if they're good quality or not. But that's a solo ad. We consider ourselves better than solo ads for some of the things I've been covering here. One thing I haven't mentioned is we have an API. We have a exclusive arrangement behind the scenes with a company called Click Magic, which is one of the most respected click fraud companies in the click fraud for email space. And we block all of that to make sure that none of that comes through, because even though we have good relationships with our publishers, sometimes that sort of thing can happen. We tend to not blame the publisher. We say maybe somebody infiltrated them, but it doesn't matter. we don't care why and how it happened. It happened, and we block it from happening, so you don't pay for crap. Anyway, the minimum budget to get started with us right this second is $98, because we're having a sale. You can buy 200 clicks for 49 cents. Usually that would be, we have a one-time offer, an OTO that'll pop up for like $134 for that. And I think usually it's 140 or 150, depending on which flavor of 200 click order you buy, I guess, basically. But
we are getting a lot of very interesting questions, including some we did not anticipate, but there were two different individuals that asked about our affiliate program because they were going to start recommending us. I thought maybe we should take a pause from the presentation so you could address that. I did let them know that they could use live chat and talk to our customer service team if they had questions about it, but I think enough people are curious that it would be worthwhile just to address it for a quick moment before we continue.
Sure. Let me just finish this one since it's the same. Chris C asked, I'm just starting out with little to invest. Do you offer any smaller, more affordable? So the smaller we have is a 200 click. Right now it's on sale, so it's $98, Chris. That's as good as it's ever been, and it's as good as it's going to get with us. And then I think you're better off saving your money until you have $98 than going to a solo ad marketplace and buying 4 50 click orders, or 200 click orders. It's you're better off with us, because at least, and again, if something doesn't look right, you can talk to us and we'll actually go through it, which I'm gonna do with you guys in a minute for one of our customers that asked a question on the Ask Me Anything.
We really dove into that one too.
We go on a deep dive, but we kind of do that with anybody. I mean, 200 click order, we're not going to go on a super deep dive with you. We're going to say, hey, this is what happened, or we agree. Sometimes it happens. We're like, this doesn't look right. We'll rerun it for you. So don't just throw your hands up in the air and think bad things.
Think we did something bad to you on purpose. That would never happen. We don't do that.
So what are the questions specifically on the affiliate questions?
Just explaining how the compensation works. I don't see the questions and I need to find them. Give me one second. Let me see.
So everybody's an affiliate. So you're automatically an affiliate. And then you just need to, what used to happen is people used to try to use their own link to buy from themselves. And that's not really what we want. And then that would be the only thing they did. And then they would expect us to pay them for referring themselves. And they weren't affiliates, right? So we just ask that you communicate with us when you're going to start being an affiliate, and we'll turn it on. It's on already. You can promote right now, and we'll keep track of everything you do. We're just not going to pay you for it until we know you're like a legitimate. You just need to alert us and tell us that you're like, show us what you're doing and whatever. But we don't have any rules other than whatever the law is. You can't spam and stuff like that, but you can certainly email your own list and tell them about us, or you can put us. Our favorite thing is if you put us on your back office. So if you have we were just talking about a company called List Infinity or something like that, and they have like 8,500 people, and they get 100 new people a day. And one of the things that they're going to start doing is, people were finding us anyway, that as what happens, but they're going to start recommending people to us in their back office, and then so if you're somebody like that, make sure you alert us to that, and we can even give you a better rate than the default rate. And that goes for anybody. Like if you're sending a decent amount of traffic to us, just tell us right away. So the way that it works is we don't want to mark up our traffic just so that we can have affiliates. There's a couple of programs out there that have a very aggressive affiliate program, but their traffic doesn't really work because they're doubling the price of their traffic so that they can give away a 50% commission. So I know how traffic works. You can't pay double for it and hope it works. The margins are never that good. So we basically charge what we charge, and then we pay our commission based on we're middlemen. So if we sell traffic for 50 cents and we buy it for 40, and sometimes we buy it for better than 40. I'm just giving you the really quick and easy example. And somebody buys, I'm just going to do some fast math. Somebody buys 1,000 clicks. They buy it for $500. It cost us $400. There's $100. That's what we made. And if you referred that person, you get a percentage of that $100, not of the whole thing. So it's going to be a 30 35, maybe 40. If you've got some good volume going with us, we'll bump you up all the way to there. So just talk to us about that and let us know what you're doing. But you got to really be doing it. You can't just say you're going to do it, because everybody says, oh, if I can do this, then I'm going to send you a ton of traffic if you would just do this. I'm like, well, send us some traffic first, show us what you got, and then we'll bump you up pretty quick. We're actually really focused on improving our reseller program right now. We've kind of not paid a lot of attention to it last year, and we're starting to pay a lot of attention to it right now. So, but yeah, reach out to us through the support link. Reach out to if you write to harris@trafficforme.com, it doesn't actually go to me. It goes to my support team. And if it's something that I really need, they'll forward it to me. But my support team will do that. If you want to reach out to me on Facebook and you really want to reach me, there you go. It's Harris Fellman. I don't hide. I'm Harris Fellman on Skype. I'm Harris Fellman here. I'm Harris Fellman on Instagram. Like, I am a real person.
And if you want to reach the least informed member of the team, message our page. That would be me.
The least connected to the ability to fix a problem. Yeah.
I can usually find it, but it only takes me like 2-3 hours. It's okay.
Okay. So, and if you have any more questions about the affiliate, or if you want, we don't provide very much in the way of like swipe files or anything like that. We have some somewhere. So reach out and ask for them if that's what you want. But it's pretty much, you got a website, we sell traffic. There's not a lot like of
generally emails. We're used to people that are mentoring. Most of our affiliates have their little learner babies that are below them that they're trying to teach them how to do stuff. And, it's kind of as simple as, I trust this traffic source. I've used it. It worked. My list got bigger and they bought things. Here's the link.
All right. So, all right. Well, you know what? That means that we've been doing our job. If people are like, hey, I want to know how I can resell, like
Absolutely.
That's a good sign. So let's go ahead and let's continue really quick. And nobody asked that in the Ask Me Anything, or we would have been covering it. So it's good that we covered it. So the next person, now we have a lot of people that basically ask this question. We're going to start with the deep dive on it, and then everybody else we're going to say, take a look at what I just said for the most part. So this is Dan J. He says he purchased hundreds of leads, ran them through a funnel set up by Perpetual Income 365, which is, I guess, his network marketing opportunity or something along those lines. And, or no, it's affiliate. It's like how to make money as an affiliate, it looks like, and only landed one sale for $15. ClickBank, how do I increase sales? So I said, well, let me see your funnel. And I did that with 6 people, and he's the only one that responded. So we're going to and then he also responded again to my next question. So we got a lot of information on this guy, and you guys are going to learn a lot from this, I hope. So I'm not going to go to these pages. Am I going to go to these pages? I'm afraid to go to these pages because I don't know what's going to happen to my keynote if I do. That's kind of my issue.
Oh yeah, it's going to pull you out. So the squeezes were all reasonably well put together. They're hyper aggressive, but they should have converted okay. What was kind of our consensus in seeing them. By hyper aggressive, I'm talking using all the scarcity plays you can imagine. So these were, timers and, big red stop signs, that kind of stuff. I don't remember if that was one of the really aggressive ones. No, this is actually the gentle one.
Yeah.
And the quiz is kind of cool.
Right. But this is not his landing page, Ross. This is a ClickBank or whatever. Oh, no, it is. No, I think, no, I don't know. I'm
pretty sure that's a social media offer that runs on ClickBank. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, that was a ClickBank offer. Here's another one of his. So this is
the hyper aggressive one.
Right. You're instantly qualified. Yep. And look, there's nothing wrong with hyper aggressive. He's probably got a pretty good. Yeah. It's got,
like I said, this should get between 30 and 40% opt-ins for the traffic that you would buy from us. This is, again, it's hyper aggressive, but if that's what it takes, then go for it.
Right. So, so look, somebody just made $310. Amazing. All right, so that's his landing page. He gets an opt-in on that. He gave us this link, but I don't think this is what he promoted. He actually promoted something like this.
Yeah.
That went to that. And we know, look, according to ClickBank, this is one of the top converting offers on ClickBank. But as we said before, with this traffic, you're not going to get like a super high conversion rate. And by the way, when he said he bought 3, let's get to his question. When he says he bought 3, purchased hundreds of leads, he bought 200 clicks for each one of these. And the only people that saw his actual offer are the ones that opted in. Remember that, so it'll be less. But he also got over delivery, massive over delivery on one of these 200 click offers. He got almost 600 clicks. So the publisher didn't switch off from him and just sent him 600 clicks. So he should
not normal. Don't get too excited.
Yeah, no. We do get 10 to 20% over delivery quite often. There's a few people that they stop it on a dime, but they're also going to be good. It's all good quality traffic, but some of them are a little bit more lenient with what they let go through. So in his case, he got 555 opt-ins. He only paid for 600 clicks. He got almost all that in opt-in.
He did better than just about anyone who's ever bought from us before. That is the highest opt-in rate we've ever had.
Well, right. It's not the real opt-in rate, right? But 600, 1,000. So, but he got a 45 to 50% opt-in rate, which is pretty good on the 3 campaigns. And he says he emails them twice a day. So I said, well, I don't know why it's giving me double of some of my pages. So anyway, I asked him, well, can I see the click-through rate? And then he sent me 3 different screens. I'm just going to show you one. So let's have a really good look at this. I can't see. I'm blocking myself. Hold on. I don't know where my mouse is. Oh, hey, all right. I was like, whoa. I told him, look, I'll cover this on the call. So Dan, if you're here, you'll see it. Otherwise, Ross, let's remember that this is at about the 50-minute mark from the call, so I can tell him directly. But that's where I'm going to tell everybody go to about 49 minutes into the call, because we go into a deep dive with somebody. And if you look here, these are the subject lines. They're oh no, these are the I can't get more leads and sales. So it looks like he sent the same subject line quite a few times. But the bottom line is his open rate out of 550 delivered, he got 1 person to open. Out of 552 people delivered, he got 4 people to open. 475, he got 2 people. 76, he got 2 people. 278, he got 0. So basically, it's one of 3 things. Either the emails are not landing in the inbox, which I believe is the most likely culprit. The emails are not being opened once they land. That means that they're not, that means that and I would presume, I'm making a jump, but based on these subject lines, they're decent enough that you're going to open. Alpha traffic, look, sorry.
I would have at least looked.
5% is going to open anything. 10% it's starting to get is not great. 20% is pretty good nowadays if you get a 20% open rate, and then if you got a super hot list, it's going to be 35, 40, 50%, Well,
and again, it's super hot or a really strong relationship. If you've developed a really good sequence that builds a relationship with your people, that's great. But don't forget that emailing is a business function. You have to identify as a business. So he may be sending from like a Gmail address or an odd domain name that's been blacklisted. And
I want to be really careful not to throw the company under the bus, but I think he's using Perpetual Income 365, and either they didn't teach him how to set stuff up properly. Like you said, if he's using a Gmail account, if he's using a bad domain, if he didn't warm up, if he's using a new domain and he didn't warm it up a little bit first,
straight to the blacklist, and no one will ever get your emails.
Yeah, I mean, I'm even having trouble with some of my emails getting through, and and I'm just talking about me as a Harris Fellman at gmail.com.
One of our friends who is an 8-figure entrepreneur went straight to my spam folder. Yeah, I recently picked up like a $7 tripwire that he had, and from the jump, from the get-go, straight into the spam folder. Guys, right. We are not immune to these mistakes ourselves, but you have to.
No, but this is beyond that. This is
yes, this is ugly on a level that no one should ever be.
So something. So I do want to talk about the elephant in the room, which is right here on this card. No. No, is that maybe the email addresses are fake. Maybe so there's a thing called bot traffic, BOT. So you could buy a solo ad, and now let me finish. You can buy a solo ad and they can have a program that just comes to your web page and automatically puts the email in. And then of course those emails aren't going to open anything. Now, I know that our traffic is not that. I also looked up all these because remember I mentioned that we use Click Magic in the background, so I can see if it's we wouldn't have even counted it as going through if it was bot traffic, but maybe somebody, had a high percentage of bot. It was very normal. But even if we didn't look at that, he ordered 3 different campaigns from 3 different lists. There's no way that all 3 of that even more than one somehow had some sort of abnormality about that. So in this case, and it's not just me patting ourselves on it. I know people are skeptical. Like and by the way, we will look if I looked at this and there was only one campaign, if he only ran with one publisher, I might say, what happened to that publisher? Let's check. Oh no, look, everything's fine with the servers and the spam filters and it's all
What Harris
normal.
is saying is that we would be more likely to throw ourselves under the bus before we would throw you. So for me to say that Dan's got a major problem with his email deliverability, that's because we already threw ourselves under the bus and disqualified ourselves first.
Yeah. And look, this might be a hard pill for Dan to swallow, because maybe maybe he was sold on the idea that I'll just send traffic to something, I'm going to make all my money back, and I don't care about this stuff because this is extra. This isn't extra. This is the business. This is the business you're in. You're building a list and you're following up with people and you're making money on that list. Like one of our top publishers, I mean, not tippity top, but he probably buys 10 to 20,000 clicks a month. And we were looking at his stuff today. He does exactly this, and he's able to buy 10,000 clicks a month because he doesn't do this or this or wherever I'm pointing.
That clarity was very important.
he does what I'm explaining, and he makes, but he knows that the business is the list. The money's in the list. You've heard that. He gets a super high opt-in rate. That's all he cares about. And then he goes to one of 2 affiliate offers, and then he emails them a ton, just that affiliate offer at first. He keeps sending them back to that affiliate offer, and it's a high converting affiliate offer. So like if you do the math with this guy, like let's say he pays 50 cents a click from us. And by the way, if you're going to buy 10,000 clicks a month from us, we'll drop your price to 50 cents all the time. You don't have to wait for a sale. So he gets 50 cents a click. Maybe it's 55. Oh, but sorry, other executive who hope never hears this if I just screwed up. But I just 50 cents is easier math to do. I don't know what our bottom price is for people, but I'm pretty sure it's 50 cents. So 50 cents. Say he pays 50 cents a click, and he gets a 50% opt-in rate, and then he earns whatever the conversion is. He earns at least $2 per person that visits that landing page. I believe that math means that he breaks even, which you might be like, what? He breaks even? No, guys, that's amazing. If this guy breaks even on day one, most people wait a month, 2 months, 3 months to get their money back. If this guy breaks even on day one, every email that he sends is a profit. Every email that he sends is profit. And I think now look, this is the pipe dream. The reality is you're going to get a 35 to 40% opt-in rate, and your earnings per click is going to be like Dan's, which is 10 cents a click or something like that. And you've got to make your money back on this. This is where the money is, which is fixing this huge problem that he's got. All right, let's move on. Next person is Sandra Bloor. She's asking pretty much the same question. I have lots of clicks, but no sales, and very few confirm. What can I do to get sales, and what do I need to change? So first of all, I don't know if she bought from us. it is a little concerning if not a lot of people are confirming. I think, Ross, I think you have an idea of what to do, first of all, right?
Generally. So if when people go to your landing page, if you're giving them what you promised, generally they're going to confirm because they want what you promised. And for them not to be confirming sends a very weird message, and that's not super common. So Harris, if you remember, we did another deep dive on this, and we pulled up her this. There we go. And you can see it's very simple and it's pretty, and it should convert just as well as anything else. But it took a long time to load. So that is not necessarily a good thing. You want your pages to load as quickly as possible. And then when we went through this, there was an affiliate offer. But again, didn't that take a really long time to load too?
I think there was not an affiliate offer, Ross.
No?
So and
Well,
also
and that click box is probably losing 10% of the opt-ins.
yeah, but you need to do that more and more now. I wouldn't recommend against it. So no, this is where it basically stops. Look.
Oh, okay.
So to access.
By the way, the tech there, that was beautiful. And if that actually loaded all the way, that would be fantastic, because as soon as that fully loaded, the first thing I would do would be, oh, go check my email.
Right. So Sandra, I don't know if you know this or not, but your thank you page doesn't go anywhere. It just stops. Remember what we said a minute ago or minutes ago? The only time that those people, especially you, since you're doing, Ross, by the way, I was trying to throw you a softball. Every time whenever you do you're asking for confirmation, when you do a double opt-in, or when you ask them to confirm, you're going to lose probably half the people nowadays.
Oh, the other part we talked about, I didn't realize this was that. Oh well.
But number one, the only time that 99% of the people are going to see something from you is right now, and this is all they're seeing. So they need to now. In Sandra's defense, I'm guessing she didn't realize that it wasn't doing this, or she just hasn't set it up yet. But you want to make more sales, you might make some right here, especially if you have a good offer. This is just avoiding the pitfalls. It's also not super strong for me. I don't know, like, I've given you my email to get that, but then I may not confirm. If you're buying our traffic, and you get a 0 confirmation rate, let us know, because something's wrong. If it's super low, I would just say remove it. Like, just do a single opt-in if you can. If you can't, you can't, with whatever service you're using, but that would be what I would start to look for. And then secondly, a lot of people just get to a web page and they opt in. Now, again, it could be a bot. It could be, if it's not our traffic, or if it's ours, maybe some bot, somebody figured something out and they're scamming us. And please let us know so we can give you new traffic and we can get rid of that guy. That's very real for us. That's the only way we can catch somebody that's like gotten through our protections. So yeah, I mean, how to start, grow, and maintain a successful online business. It's not super strong. It's okay. Avoiding the pitfalls, it's okay. I would put my name and email in. I'm not super excited to take it much further than that, but maybe I get the confirmation. And I don't remember. Did it say? Oh, it just says check your inbox, right? You have to really tell people what to do. To access your free report, please check your inbox. Is that it? No, that's not it, according to you. If you don't have a single opt-in and you didn't send it to them, you're basically saying you're saying click here to confirm, and then we'll send you it. So you need to tell them that here. If you're stuck on doing a double opt-in, then to access your free report, please check your inbox and be sure to confirm your email address there. And you have to tell them right here. So those are some.
You've got to set expectations properly. It's a really big deal. If you tell people what's coming, they will expect it and they will respond. If you don't tell them, they will be surprised, and some of them will not.
All right. So Tim asks, what's the best way to convert leads to customers? What we said. How to get traffic and conversions. I put my website more. Okay, this is a little different. I put my website to more than 1,000 so-called traffic exchanges. Well, they are called that. Traffic exchanges and so-called traffic generators with very, very little success. Okay. And then he goes on to ask, but I feel really bad for Peter. He's disappointed after years, ready to quit. If you're still doing traffic exchanges and you haven't figured out why they don't work, and the fact that they don't work, I'm sorry, I get it. It's free traffic. You get what you pay for.
Well,
and
to explain it to people, I put my mattress website up on a bunch of those, very similar to what Peter did, and got zero traffic from it. And then as time went on and I had a traffic offer, I said, let's see what happens now. So I put my traffic offer, a very specific traffic offer with a landing page in through those. I got 2 leads. I think I paid like $200 just to test out the advertising. So I didn't even do the exchange.
2 clicks or 2 leads?
2 leads. And I don't know if they ever did anything. I mean, it was once they were on my email list, they became an afterthought. But through that link, there were 2 people that signed up to my website, and I spent $200 to get them.
Right.
So guys,
because people, that's not what they're there for.
They're getting doing the same thing you would be doing, which is trying to get the free traffic to their website because they have no money to spend on gaining customers. And
right. I don't want to like, what do we want to tell Peter? Like, I think I want to tell Peter.
This was when I was going to tell, we discussed this. Give me a moment and then we'll move on. So if you're trying to teach new business people how to do business on the internet and you are suffering from this kind of problem, you are not where you belong. And you should move on and focus on things that you are good at. So if you are having that kind of trouble online, you shouldn't be trying to mentor anybody on anything related to that stuff, because obviously you don't understand it. However, you have all kinds of things that you do know. And there is value. I mean, there's a boom right now where people are taking the things that they know and they're teaching it to others, and they're making a very nice, reasonable living. Are they going to be 8-figure business people? Most of them won't. But if you can help somebody figure out how
what do you mean, like blogging,
crochet,
or podcasts, or
how to, well, wherever you want. If you want to do video, do it on YouTube or TikTok or wherever, and build your audience and teach them the stuff that you do know. There are people that want to know anything imaginable. The example we always used back in the beginning of this sort of stuff was underwater basket weaving, because no one would ever actually teach that. But that was the idea. Find your little niche on the internet, and you can do it any way that you're comfortable with, which is what makes it beautiful. So
I mean, there's 8 billion people out there now. Somebody,
sure,
you can probably find 2,000 that like underwater basket weaving.
Yes, and if you don't ever want to do a dumbass TikTok dance, you don't have to. You don't have to. If you don't want to be on video, you don't have to. You can just write. If you want to write or do pictures.
Or go pursue magic like I am.
Absolutely. Whatever you want to do. I love fitness. I love CrossFit. I do not have business interests there, but I help my gym wherever I can because I know this stuff. In fact, I was just talking to their GM today about my hashtag formula. Just a conversation that happened. So anyway, you can do it your way too. There is no little box you have to shove yourself into. Whatever skills you have and are comfortable with, if you're good at talking into your phone on a video, do it. Run with it. Put your value out into the world and people will find you. So if you're having kind of trouble,
I have ADD. I have ADD like you do. Let's move on. We've already went longer than we thought we were going to go.
We did.
So just a reminder, if you're just tuning in, we are having a sale right now, 49 cents per click. We've never done that before. We're doing it for the whole month, but we're only able to provide, I think it's 10,000 clicks a week at that price, but we're still doing it for the whole month of February to try to alleviate some of the pain out there in the market. Gosh, I don't know, dude. I have a lot more slides.
We've got to wait. Nope. Let's push them. We've done our part this time.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say what they are, and we'll do it in either a week or 2 weeks. So we went over an hour, and I think that's enough. And we did a good deep dive, and that's super strong content. What pages are good for your traffic? This is from a CPA owner. The best offer to use solo ads on. We're going to cover that next time. And then there's
Oh, this was great. His open rate is around 35% and he's
oh yeah,
angry
right.
about it.
So we'll talk about that. It's just not as big. Okay, how do you make 10K a month starting from scratch as an affiliate? I'm actually going to go and tell you. I'll go in and tell you the formula that I used. It won't work exactly like this, but you might get some ideas from it. Back in 2006 when I first got started, I did two things that failed. I won't tell you about that, but then I did this and it made $85,000 in 12 weeks. So anyway, we'll get to that. Is it better to do single or double? We talked about that a minute ago, but we'll go deeper about it. We're still running a sale. There's a whole bunch of people that I sent emails to. Maybe Daryl, Trisha, and Jesus or Jesus will send me more info and they'll check their email. And I can go on a deep dive for them. M/Emily, same. No, these people were just support tickets. But I'll still answer it on the next call. This guy is lost. I sent another email a couple days later. He's still lost. And then finally, so we're going to cover that on the next one. I think it's going to be in 2 weeks. I don't think it's going to be in 1 week because I have another call at about the same time with one of our partners, with one of our bigger reseller partners. He's going to interview me and stuff like that. So this will be fun, Ross. This is something I've been working on. I have a picture on the next frame of a famous person, okay? And I want you to think of a famous person that motivates you, okay? That might motivate you. And now, for example, you can find quotes on the internet of every famous person having something usually positive to say. Oprah, I put, you can have it all, just not all at once. Actually, that's something that I've often said, and I didn't realize I was plagiarizing from Oprah. Einstein says we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we use to create them, or the definition of insanity is to try the same thing over and over again and expect different results. And then Fellman said plagiarism saves time. So there you go. So Ross, supposed to get a laugh, but that's all right. I'm sure that the what is it, 7 people
Actually,
left now?
well, they don't know your alter ego or any of that. So plagiarism saves time. We're going to have to go. I think I'm going to have to talk about Sal next time.
Maybe we'll talk about Sal the Site Sealer. Who knows if it comes up. Anyway, I have a picture of a person on the next page. Wouldn't it be amazing if when I hit next, it's a picture of the person that you're thinking of?
Do you want to hear who I was thinking of?
Yeah, tell me who you're thinking of.
Well, I'm big into CrossFit, which you are well aware. A lot of our meetings have me just dripping with sweat as I just got home from the gym. The Rock, biggest muscles I've ever seen. So
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Would you believe? Here we go. Next, Dwayne The Rock Johnson at 3 months old. Actually, I wasn't sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which picture was him. I have 2 pictures. It could be this one. It could be this one. No, Ross. It's actually going to be amazing because not only did I pick a person as an adult on the next page, but he also has a great motivational thing to say, and that is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Nice.
I
like that one.
Hercules, and it says, if something stands between you and your success, move it, never be denied. I can hear him saying it in my head. Anyway, that's it.
Roaring it?
Yeah, him roaring it. Remember the Inflation Buster sale. Just go to trafficforme.com, log in, trafficforme.com/clients, and log in, and you'll see all this stuff over on the right. And if you have any questions, remember, anytime, ask the live chat. Not anytime, 12 to 14 hours a day, not on Sundays. And that's it. Did we miss any questions?
I answered them all. I typed them all while you were speaking.
Okay, so, great. I'll have a look at
everyone is
afterwards. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and you know what we're going to cover next time. And maybe I'll ask for a couple more questions that see if we get something new. And I love doing critiques. I really like. It's actually something I actually legitimately like doing. I can't do it for everybody. I get paid really well to do it usually. But I like doing it when it can, help a bunch of people, when it can inform a lot of people at once. And I hope this was informative for you guys. Take care. I don't know how to stop sharing. I can stop sharing. Let's see. Oh yeah, I don't have a mouse anymore. Okay, so All right. So, oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
If you
Wait.
hit escape, it'll take you out of play mode.
Hold on. Here we go. Bye, everybody. Ooh. Okay. All right. We're there. We're stopping. And I'm going to stop the stream now, which is something I can, at the age of 52, it's really hard to stop the stream.